Welcome back. You're watching Plain Speak with me, Griha. Now, another major political flashpoint today had the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister D.K. Shivakumar at the center of a fierce face-off over his remarks linked to religion-based reservation and the Constitution. In a conversation with News 18, the Karnataka Deputy Chief Minister said that the government's responsibility is to uplift minorities and bring them into the mainstream, adding that judgments have altered the Constitution over time. What followed was an all-out showdown between the Congress and the BJP, both inside and outside Parliament. The BJP quickly hit out, accusing the Congress leader of undermining constitutional values and engaging in minority appeasement politics. D.K. Shivakumar, however, rejected these claims, stating that his comments were being misrepresented. He clarified that he referred to how constitutional amendments follow judicial rulings and was not calling for any religion-specific quota changes. Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge also stood firm, defending D.K. Shivakumar and reaffirming the party's commitment to the Constitution, while slamming the BJP for politicizing the issue. Breach of privilege proceedings against Union Ministers Kiran Rijiju and J.P. Nadda were also initiated for circulating what the Congress calls distorted versions of Shivakumar's speech. D.K. Shivakumar has also underlined his long legislative track record to counter BJP's narrative. All of this, remember, comes on the heels of Karnataka's move to approve a 4% reservation for minority communities in public contracts, another decision that the BJP has criticized, calling it politically driven and unconstitutional. Now, here's how News 18's interview has created ripples inside the parliament. Let's take a look over the claims and counterclaims. Now, BJP claims that the Congress is attempting to give backdoor entry to Muslims. Congress, in response, has called this BJP's doublespeak on quota. BJP, on the other hand, is escalating the attack, and it has said that the Congress is stealing OBC quota and reserving it for the Muslim community. While Congress has countered it by saying that BJP has also backed religion-based politics and quota in the past. Saffron Party, on the other hand, further goes on to accuse the Congress of playing vote bank politics, to which the Congress responds, alleging that the BJP is resorting to lies as it is nervous of the grand old party's popularity. BJP has further called the Congress party as anti-Ambedkar or against the father of the Constitution. On the other hand, the grand old party has said that the Congress believes in Bharat Jodo, while the BJP has a Bharat Todo ideology. So we are asking, as far as that News 18 interview with D.K. Shivakumar is rocking Parliament, minority quota, is it outreach or just optics?
Good day will come. A lot of changes are there. Constitutions will be changing. There are judgments which alters the constitution also.
नहीं तो हम बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे। संविधान की रक्षा करना हम सबका जिम्मेदारी होना चाहिए अध्यक्ष महोदय।
इन्होंने बैकडोर एंट्री क्या की है? बैकडोर एंट्री ये की है कि माइनॉरिटीज को, मुस्लिम्स को स्पेसिफिकली ओबीसी में बैकडोर से एंट्री देने का भी काम कुछ प्रयास इन्होंने किया।
Whatever they are quoting is wrong. They are miscarrying it.
Let me take this across to my guests who are joining us on the broadcast. Radhika Khera, spokesperson of the BJP, is with us. Dhruv Jatti, spokesperson of the Congress, is with us, and also with us is R.K. Upadhyay, senior journalist. Now, Radhika, beginning with you, the Karnataka government amended that Karnataka Transparency in Public Procurement, or the KTPP Act, which of course created a lot of furor inside the Karnataka Assembly. But this particular amendment extends that scope of category 2B reservation beyond education and employment, and it now applies to government contracts and tenders, which of course value up to 2 crores. So how is it particularly only appeasing the Muslim community? Radhika, I believe you're on mute.
Namaskar. I hope you can hear me.
Yes, I can. Please go ahead.
Yeah. Today, I'm going to make this loud and clear. The Congress is the real threat to the Constitution of India. The same Congress that screamed in 2024 under the leadership of Rahul Gandhi that the Bharatiya Janata Party is going to change the Constitution if they're going to come back to power, has now been caught red-handed, plotting to rewrite not for justice, not for upliftment, but for their Muslim appeasement. DK Shivakumar, who is Rahul Gandhi's chosen deputy CM, has said it on record that we will change the constitution to give Muslims reservations. This was not a slip of tongue. This is not an off-the-cuff remark. This has not been put away in any other way. This is the real face of Congress. And let's be blunt. Congress does want to Islamize India's quota system. They stole OBC reservation and gifted it to Muslims in Karnataka under category 2B. They gave 4% reservation in government tenders exclusively to Muslims. They've come up with schemes exclusively for Muslim girls. They for self-protection and everything exclusively for Muslim girls because महिलाएं सिर्फ मुसलमान समाज से आती हैं. They do not belong to Hindus, they do not belong to Christians, they do not belong to Zoroastrians, they do not belong to Sikhs or any other community for that matter. They have announced a Ramzan budget which is worth thousands of crores, free salaries to imams, free education, free loans, free hostels, all for one community. What about the other communities? Are there only Muslims who live in this country? And now they're defending this by saying that if needed, we will also change the constitution. What happened to Baba Sahib Ambedkar's vision? What happened to the constitution that Rahul Gandhi had been waving around for the past 2 years? Baba Sahib explicitly rejected religion-based reservation. And not even him. Jawaharlal Nehru ji, for the record, Indira Gandhi ji, Rajiv Gandhi ji, all have on record rejected and said that we will, and even Mahatma Gandhi ji, जिनका नाम राहुल गांधी जी सुबह शाम लेते हैं और कहते हैं कि हम उन्हीं की पार्टी से आते हैं. On record, they have all said that we are not going to go in favor of Muslim reservation. But no, this is another Congress. And but why is it doing this? They're determined to throw the ideals of Baba Sahib Ambedkar, like they have done in the past, into the dustbin to please the radical vote bank, which is very sad for today. And we cannot forget that this is the same party that had also overturned the Shah Bano judgment, denied SC reservations in AMU, and now they want to bypass all constitutional limits. Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Yatra was not Bharat Jodo Yatra. It was Bharat Todo Yatra, which we are seeing now come down on paper. They have accused the Bharatiya Janata Party.
I'd like to comment.
Yeah, all right, Dhruv, I will give you that time. I just wanted to understand. Okay, Radhika, please complete your point. Yes.
See, it is very clear that it is Mr. Gandhi and his party who is just trying to distort the constitution for their votes. They are the ones who celebrate Aurangzeb but hide Shivaji, and they've always, if you take out history also, they've only taught us about Mughal history. If you remember when you were in school also, did we ever read about Shivaji Maharaj or Sambhaji Maharaj? No, because our history textbooks only glorified the Muslims. They did not talk about our in-country heroes. So they have been fueling radicalism from the beginning, and today they continue to do so, and they call themselves secular. Diwali party, tell me one day when they have held a Diwali party in a Congress office, in a state, or the 24 Akbar Road. But yes, Mrs. Gandhi has gone on to host iftar parties in five-star hotels.
Okay,
if you're secular, you have to work for both of us.
Your response. Dhruv.
Right. So, Karnataka Member of Parliament in Rajya Sabha, Shri Jairam Rameshi, has moved motion of question of privilege against Kiran Reju and against JP Nadda for misleading the House. And even if you look at our Deputy Chief Minister's statements that he made today in terms of clarification, he was quite clear. And Griha, you should play that audio again where our Deputy CM speaks about, the Constitution on the whole, and you can clearly see there is no explicit mention of any change in anywhere. It's misleading, and it's diverting the population against the real issues that are at hand today. And I listened to what Radhika said, and specifically about Muslims. Please open clause number 171, which is specified in the budget, and explain to me where it is explicitly said that there is a reservation of 4% only for Muslims. Does not the Kambara, Idiga and the Kuruba communities, does not C1 of the category include 391 different castes put together?
So Dhruv, help us, while you are on that point, help me understand this, that this amendment that was made in the KDPP Act is meant to extend that scope of category 2B, but this particular amendment was made to include Muslims or to give the government contracts to Muslims, or other than Muslims, other minority communities as well. Where is the confusion which is leading to this kind of a counter that's coming in from BJP?
confusion leads in where BJP interprets this entire clause, and it starts with the fact that they believe that it's particularly only for Muslims. In layman's terms, it accommodates to minorities, and in Karnataka, minorities include even the Jain community, the Sikh community, Christians, etc., and a various number of communities that I mentioned earlier. The Muslims were already. And now they have it to be. And I listened to what Radhika said, and she spoke a lot about real threat in history. And since she loves history a lot, let me take her back to May 1st, 2014, where I can pull out 50 Sikh her own should be severely punished. He should read the Indian Constitution if he wants to remain in politics. This is a tweet of Radhika herself from 2014, and I think it's
No, how is it connecting to
Get over
the
the
allegations that are being
Radhika.
made by BJP right now?
these
Okay,
allegations-
yeah,
but I can go on to
exactly. I
Radhika's
will
tweet.
second Radhika on that. How is that even answering the question that BJP is raising? But Mr. R.K. Upadhyay wants to make a quick point. You were mentioning about this latest amendment in the KTPP Act, and R.K. Upadhyay begs to differ. Yes, sir, please go ahead.
See, the Congress spokesman is trying to, find a nail in the haystack. I mean, he's saying that, it doesn't talk about Muslims, it's for minorities. The amendment is very, very clear.
It doesn't
says very
explicitly-
clearly 4%
it doesn't
reservation
explicitly-
for Muslims. It talks about Muslims,
Explicitly.
nobody else. And
Explicitly
DK
where, sir?
Shivakumar has
Where, sir? Explicitly.
categorically said in the
No,
statement
please explain to me where
in
in clause
interview
number
that,
171
it's all
and
about
clause number
Muslims.
172.
So reservation is
Explicitly
for
One
says
second.
Muslims.
Let him make his point. I'll come back to you, Dhruv. Dhruv, I'll come back to you.
Hello.
And
Please
show
allow
me where
me.
it explicitly says for Muslims. Please pull out the budget and show it to me. Open
Okay.
the clause 171
Now,
and
as per the
172.
Congress spokesperson, Mr. Upadhyay, he's saying that this is not mentioning explicitly meant for Muslim community. So this is not a religion-based reservation. This is the
No,
claim
it is
by the
very-
Congress party.
No, he cannot mislead the people. It's very clear that it very clearly mentions a 4% reservation for Muslims under 2B category. So there is no ambiguity in that. And DK Shivakumar has got himself
in which-
into
in
big
which
mess
clause?
by specifically
R.K.
saying that
Upadhyay,
we are
you're
going
a
to bring
senior-
the constitutional
you're a senior
changes.
journalist. We respect
This is
you a lot
exactly
in
the
the
same
state.
stick
Please
that
tell me
Rahul
why
I
the
think
Gandhi
you
clause
should
used.
let
says-
the person speak. This is not
Can you
fair.
please keep quiet? Can you please allow me to speak?
Yes, Mr.
Why
Upadhyay.
don't you allow me to
Dhruv,
speak?
I will
And
let
then
you
you can talk.
speak.
If
I'll
you
let
are
you
going to be
counter
mis-
this. One second.
it
Dhruv,
is-
I will
it
let
is
you
my
counter this.
opportunity.
I'll let you counter this. I gave you the time when you had to counter Radhika. You, in fact, digressed it. Let Mr. Upadhyay make his point. Then you can come up with a counter. Dhruv, please, hold your
So this
horses.
is the same, constitutional amendment bogey which Rahul Gandhi used during the Lok Sabha elections, and reaped enormous benefit for the Congress party. Now it's very clear that Shivakumar is making it very clear that the Congress party wants to make the changes for the benefit of the Muslims. So that is why he has been caught on the wrong foot. And what kind of a this thing is
No,
going to bring
has DK Shivakumar been caught on the wrong foot because of that, or it has been caught on the wrong foot because the BJP is interpreting an excerpt from this interview on News 18 that he has given, where he has said that constitutional amendments follow certain judicial rulings. Do you think BJP, for its own political posturing, is interpreting it in a way that suits their narrative?
DK Shivakumar's one-point agenda these days is to somehow get the CM's post, replace Siddaramaiah and Rika. And he's making all kinds of flip-flops. Just about a month ago when he came back from Prayagraj, after a dip in the holy dip with his family members, he praised Yogi Adityanath, for the...
Okay, this will go in a completely different
and then
direction,
he called
Mr.
himself a
Upadhyay.
Hindu. And now after that, he got a
Do you have two
backlash.
BJPs?
And then he started supporting this Muslim agenda. So he doesn't know what he's
Okay,
talking.
lest
He
I'm
already
being
is
accused
interested
of
in
having a
becoming
lopsided debate, sir, I would let Dhruv answer and respond. The first question, Dhruv, is when you say that this was not explicitly meant for the Muslims, how are you justifying this? And considering you were constantly countering the claim that Mr. R.K. Upadhyay is making while he was speaking. So please, your word now.
Open 71 and 172 and show me where it explicitly says Muslims. It is for the minority communities and the minority communities which fall under the Karnataka state government.
What was
And
this
is what the
amendment all about? Dhruv,
clearly
what was
says.
this latest amendment all about? Put it in for us in black and white. What is this 4%
In
reservation?
black and white, It's quite simple. There was this particular amount of rupees that was 1 crore, which was extended to 2 crores. And this is all based on the Economically Backward Commission survey, which was put forth. It has nothing to do with religion. On the whole, the Karnataka contractor system has seen a huge monopoly over the past 10 years. And it's something that's been quite visible. The BJP and the BJP's puppets everywhere seem to have an issue when the Congress goes on to empower people in the state. It's a machinery that we keep seeing time and again, that the BJP tries to, use. But their real issue lies with Yatnal
So
and Vijendra's fight. They're not
this extension in government
Can I please
tenders,
respond?
this will benefit not just the Muslim community you're saying, but other backward communities in Karnataka.
Can
Is
I
that
please
what you're
expose
saying,
them
Dhruv?
out here now?
all minorities, Griha.
Not
All
just Muslims.
minorities
All right,
fall
Radhika
under
Kera.
this category.
Radhika
Okay,
Kera.
now I'm going to just give me 40 seconds, and I hope the Congress spokesperson is not going to jump on his heels.
Radhika,
When
I
Congress
would
says-
like you to wrap it in 20 because I just have 40 seconds on
All
the
right.
debate.
When Congress says that 4% reservation is not for Muslims, they're either lying or they think that the people of India are fools. Category 2B is exclusively for Muslim reservation. In Karnataka, the category
Absolutely.
2B has exclusively been reserved for Muslims. And this is not new. It has been documented since the earlier Congress regimes. In 2024, 12 Congress MPs wrote to Karnataka government demanding a 4% quota in tenders for Muslims under this very category. The government granted it. Who are you trying to fool? Your Congress Minister Zamir Ahmad Khan openly said we demanded this based on population. And Siddharamaiah, the CM, has delivered. Muslims deserve their share. Karnataka budget 2025 confirms it. The budget openly provides 4% reservation in government contracts up to 2 crores under 2B, which the Congress has used as only Muslim category. Not a single Hindu caste exists in 2B. And this is not Muslim reservation. Then
Okay.
why
Wrong.
is every benefit
Okay, 10 seconds,
is only
Dhruv.
going to
10
exclusively
seconds.
Muslims?
10
1,000
seconds.
crores
Quickly
for
respond. I am
technology,
very short on
6,000 for
time.
imams,
Dhruv.
PU colleges for Muslim girls, Haj Bhavan expansion. Why?
Griha, please show me
You
where
are-
in clause number 171
No,
it
even
shows
last
the
year-
If you
category
continue to
2A.
speak about
Is there
clauses, you are not
category
countering
1A?
it, Dhruv.
Is there not
All right.
category 2A?
And
Is
hence
it
we
only
are
category
seeing the
2B?
kind of narrative that has happened after this interview with News 18 of DK Shivakumar's. We will see which way is it headed, because clearly there is a lot of turmoil that is expected in the Parliament tomorrow as well over this, since there are privilege motions that have been proceedings that have been initiated against not just one but two union ministers.